Well, here is what we are up to today. Today is Sunday, August 18th. This 8320R, we plant corn with it. We have the wheels set for 30-inch rows, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a little cleanup on this today. So, not only are we going to clean it up some, but we are going to dump the hydraulic oil out of it. So what this is going to involve to get it cleaned up is we're going to have to remove the wheels. We're going to remove the wheels on one side, clean in underneath the cab, clean all this stuff out. It's got dust in here. It's got hay chaff or straw chaff, and makes for a dirty tractor. So we thought we would get things cleaned up here. Yes, tractor needs tires. Maybe next spring, if we got the money, we'll put a set of tires on it. But for now, we're going to run these tires here. So we're going to dump the hydraulic oil out of it so that we can put new oil back in. I'll pull one side of the wheels off, clean underneath the cab. We'll show you how much garbage is in underneath there with these wheels in tight. It's really hard to get in there and clean things good enough, so we figured we would just clean this up. So I've got some pails laying underneath there. I'm going to pull the plug, start dumping the oil out. We'll dump the oil in this barrel here, then we can use this oil to heat that building over there this winter. So we might as well go ahead and get started. Alright, so we have our oil drain for the most part, and naturally we did spill some too. So now what we're going to do is pull this dual off. I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 bolts already taken out of the hub. We'll go ahead and get the rest out, lift it off with the chain, and then we'll pull the dual hub off, pull the inner wheel out, so on and so forth. Alright, so at some point in time the camera kicked off because it got too hot. But we've got both wheels removed. Now we can go in here and get all this dirt out of here. This dirt came in to here in the form of dust. And we'll get this all cleaned out and blow all this stuff out of here. Alright, this camera's getting hot. It just kicked off again. I don't know if it got that last clip or not, but we'll go ahead and get all this dirt cleaned out of here. And we'll start reassembling. We've got the oil drained. Some got onto the floor, but it's not too awful bad. So let's go ahead and get some of this stuff cleaned up here. We'll just add this dirt right to the floor. And that'll help soak up some of that oil. So we'll go ahead and blow this all off and get it cleaned up here. Alright, so we have cleaned all of our dirt off more to the top of this differential. And for those of you that have figured it out, we need to explain to the rest of the crowd here as to what we are actually doing. What we're doing is brakes on this tractor. We did the brakes on this just about 2 years ago. And this started plugging filters here the other day. And we're afraid that the brakes are gone on it again. So we have a jack in underneath the cab here, holding the cab up. We'll take this cab mount out and we'll get something bolted to this final drive, take all these bolts out, take that off. And this part here is made in Mexico. It was made in Mexico a long time before the controversy that is currently going on with Deere. Deere has made a lot of stuff in Mexico. They have factories all over the world. I know I keep getting comments about what my opinion is on that, and that is it. It's business. So we'll go ahead and get this off of there. Oh, we didn't lose one drop. What the heck?
Well, you were prepared anyway.
Well, that's a good sign.
But there wasn't no oil in it.
Well, we've got this side apart. I took this is the bottom of a def tote. As you can see, we got 4 drops of oil in there, so that really wasn't needed. But these brake components are fine. There's nothing wrong with them, so we're going to clean everything up. get the sealant put on and get this side put back together and tear the other side apart. Here is the brake disc here, so that hasn't gotten hardly anything wore off of it. So we'll clean it up, put it back together. Alright, we've got this ready to go back together. Everything's cleaned up, new sealant applied. We popped this ring gear off of there, resealed that. Now we're just going to do our best to get that back into place there. Alright, so that kind of fell into place. We monkeyed with it for a little bit, and I fought with it here and there, went down, went up, and went back in, and then it just went. So we'll get new bolts in here, get it tightened up, we can get the forklift out of the way, and then get our wheel on there and so on. Alright, we got this wheel on here. Nate helped us get her all lined up. We slapped it right on there. Now we're going through and tightening up the bolts for the hub, and then they have to go in a certain sequence. We went ahead and marked them with a Sharpie pen because you can't see the casting numbers all that well. But you can on the dual hub. So this tractor here plants corn, so we run on 30-inch rows. And we've got this tire in as far as it'll go. So we'll get this tight, get our dual hub on there, and slap the dual on, and we'll start the other side.